How you doing, guys? This is ZDEyE here. So I wanted to share my experience of getting a platinum trophy for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now, I want to say and mention outright that I didn't have exactly a pleasant time getting this platinum trophy, even though like I had a fantastic time with the game itself, with the main story, combat and everything else. But yeah, in terms of the grind and how the process went towards the platinum, well, that was not exactly, easy going, if that makes sense. Now, I want to say there are a few trophies out there that were simply outright annoying, more or less. Now, it's not to say that the difficulty of these trophies were difficult, they genuinely were not, they were very piss easy, but the problem is how much of a grind it required. Now, I know for a fact that there's many other games that require you far more lengthier time to dedicate your time into the specific game to get this platinum trophy. In this case, since, Star Wars in general, like the name, right, it doesn't really sparkle any interest within me. But in terms of what I'm experiencing here in Survivor, I've got to say that I had a pleasant time, and it's not like I was surprised by it. Like, I have played Jedi Fallen Order, I've enjoyed my time with that. It seems like I actually needed about, give or take, 20 hours to get the platinum trophy for that game. It could be wrong with that information since I'm getting it from the PlayStation 5, the games that I've played and how long I've played. But Jedi Survivor actually took 2 times lengthier than that. It took me exactly if it's correct, it says it's 42 hours. Now, I want to say that few trophies, right? I want to go few of the trophies that I had some difficulties with. One of them is obviously the most specific one, and it's called the Splurgle. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's basically purchasing all of the Doma's merchandise, basically all the stuff that she's got for sale you need to buy. But it doesn't necessarily tell you what you or how you need to buy it. The currency is asking you to get those specific shards, and there are 100 in total. And you have to pick up every shard that are basically within that map. It's not just one map, there's like multiple, I believe, that you need to go through. There's like 3, I believe. And yeah, you need to make sure you're paying attention where you're going, so you collect it. You see, like, you just have to go through, like, there's some certain areas you cannot access unless you've actually be able to somehow figure out this certain puzzle, right? And it's really, how can I say, annoying, like, more or less. But, it wasn't really too bad, but it was simply like soul draining, very boring, and, well, maybe that's a little bit over exaggeration, of course, but, at the end, I was like thinking, man, do I want to go for this platinum or not? I was really contemplating and thinking about it. But yeah, afterwards, I'm finding out that while I was doing these trophies, this collectible, I also need to get growth spurt, basically filling up space for a full garden. For some reason, I was trying to concentrate on this a little bit too long, and that's a big issue. I should have just naturally went about it. But yeah, another thing that I've noticed, I think I did this incorrectly, the way I've actually processed through this, platinum. I individually, I started basically doing, like, say, you needed to kill all the legendary enemies. And I did that, and then I did the collecting specific flowers, right, as an example for the garden, and then I needed to do the bounties. I did this one at a time, and instead I should have just concentrated on multiple of the collectibles at once, so if I don't have to go through different map multiple times, back and forward. And that really annoyed me, and I hated the fact as well the technical difficulties that this game has, the performance. At one point I felt like very nauseating. Basically, I felt dizzy. I felt like a little like pukey, if that makes sense, because like in the world, in the open world element in here, it's so like the frames drop so significantly, it's insane. And yet also there's not a moment, it's just like when I'm trying to enter the saloon, right, the bar within the game, it's just taking forever to load, and I'm just thinking, wait, is this a PlayStation 5 game? I checked over, yeah, indeed it is. So why is it taking so long? See, the optimization that this game, if it did even get one, yeah, it's quite bad. Like, it's actually similar that I remember in Fallen Order. There's so many issues within here that I'm noticing that I feel like Respawn Entertainment definitely needed more time to polish up this game. And yeah, thankfully I didn't really have any glitch trophies, but occasionally I thought like, oh man, this might have been glitched, but then I realized that what I was doing wrong, and of course I needed to use one of the guides for it like few times, not too much, but yeah, other than that, I figured out everything else without using much of a guide at all, and I'm glad about that. One of the main guides that I needed to use was finding the legendary enemies, and I think there was like also a few flowers, but I got that kind of I basically got that naturally. Also, another one of the trophies that I was actually like thinking, oh man, why is this not popping up? Did I miss something? And I was confused. It's basically scanning every type of enemy. And yeah, I thought I actually like maybe got this trophy glitch, but no, afterwards when I finished the bounties, that trophy naturally unlocked, so I was glad about that. One other thing of the trophies that I was surprised that I didn't get earlier was having a packed cantina. It's basically having all the people recruited into your saloon or your cantina, right? And so I was just thinking, wait, did I miss something? And then I realized who I missed and I had to go back. It's also knowing the fact that going through planet to planet, it takes so damn long because these loading times are ridiculous. For a PlayStation 5 title, it's not good. It really is. And you notice it so much more significantly while playing this game and going for that platinum trophy. You know, I had a good time with it. I'm not gonna deny that. It's not like outright I had an awful experience getting this platinum trophy. It was not. But, you know, I feel like you have to really be a dedicated trophy hunter for you to dedicate your time into this. If you're not, then I genuinely encourage you not to go for this platinum, because I feel like it's only gonna diminish the value that you've had with the story of within this game. Now, not to say as if I had not good time, right? Like I said already, I'm looking forward to the next game, and I hope there will be a sequel. I assume there will be, because I think it actually performed very, very well in terms of the sales. And yeah, I'm curious to see where the next adventure will be for Cal Kestis. Well, that's all I got for today. Do let me know what you think about the trophy, adventure for your own as well. Like what you think about it, like the process. By the way, guys, tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day, I'll have a, basically, experience of how I went through every single trophy. I'll showcase it and, how I went about and how I did them. Yeah, it's like basically what I've done with the Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores DLC and also Dead Island 2. By the way, do check them out, those videos. Alright, like and subscribe, see you guys all, and yeah, have a wonderful day.